please call the roll.
Allen, Anderson, Bates, Bell, Berryhill, Block, Cannella, De Leon, Fuller, Gaines, Galgiani, Glazer, Hall, Hancock, Hernandez, Hertzberg, Hill, Hueso, Huff, Jackson, Lada, Leno, Leyva, Liu, McGuire, Mendoza, Mitchell, Monning, Morlock, Morrell, Wynn, Nilsson, Pan, Pavley, Roth, Runner, Stone, Vidak, Wachowski, Wolk.
The Secretary notices an absence of a quorum. Colleagues, we have 9 o'clock session. It is 9:07. Would all senators please come down to the Senate floor so we can commence our Senate session, which was scheduled at 9 a.m. Please, all senators to the Senate floor promptly. Is present. Would the members and our guests beyond the rail and in the gallery please rise? We will be led in prayer this morning by our chaplain, Sister Michelle Gorman, after which please remain standing. We will be led in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag by Senator Leno.
Let us recall that we are in God's presence again. Gracious and loving Creator, in these days when trees and flowers are blooming in profusion, give us renewed hope in our ability to mend the brokenness of our world. Because, in the words of Denise Levertov's poem, Beginners, we have only begun to love the earth. We have only begun to imagine the fullness of life. How could we tire of hope? So much is in bud. How can desire fail? We have only begun to imagine justice and mercy, only begun to envision how it might be to live as siblings with beast and flower, not as oppressors. Surely our river cannot already be hastening into the sea of non-being. Surely it cannot drag in the silt all that is innocent. Not yet. There is too much broken that must be mended. Too much hurt we have done to each other that cannot yet be forgiven. We have only begun to know the power that is in us if we would join our solitudes in the communion of struggle. So much is unfolding that must complete its gesture. So much is in bud. Amen.
Privileges of the floor. Are there any privileges of the floor, colleagues? Any privileges of the floor? Any privileges of the floor? All right, we will come back to those. Messages from the governor will be deemed read. Messages from the assembly will be deemed read. Reports of committee will be deemed read and amendments adopted under motions, resolutions, and notices. Without objection, the Senate journals for February 22nd through February 25th, 2016 will be approved as corrected by the minute clerk. Yes, sir. Motions and resolutions. Any other motions or resolutions? Under consideration of the daily file, Senator Mendoza, do you have a request?
Yes, Madam President, under privileges of the floor.
Without objection.
Thank you so much. I would like to take a moment to introduce the special guests that are on the floor. If they could come to the rear of the chambers, please. So members, I have here today members of the ABC Unified School District and also members of the Little Lake City School District. These representatives are in town to be recognized by Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tom Torlakson, because a school in each of their respective districts were designated as a 2016 School to Watch. The Schools to Watch Taking Center Stage program newly designated 13 performing California middle schools this year. These model schools demonstrate academic excellence, responsiveness to the needs of students, and social equity. Additionally, these schools host visitors from throughout the state and world who are seeking to implement practices to improve their schools and close the achievement gap. I'm very proud that 2 of these 13 schools are in my Senate district, and they are here today to be recognized. First, I would like to introduce the Little Lake City School District. We have the president of the school board, Janet Rock. We have the vice president of the school board, Richard Martinez. We have school board member Hilda Zamora, and newly elected board member Dora Sandoval. And right next to them is the other school district where my kids go to, and that's ABC Unified. First, we have our superintendent of public instruction. We have Dr. Mary Sue. We have the vice president of the school board, Chris Apodaca, newly elected. We also have the principal of Ross Academy, which is Mr. Ricardo Brown. We also have 4 teachers from Ross, Mrs. Erica Aguirre, Mrs. Luisa Nunes, Mr. William Mead, and Mr. James Keating. Please help me welcome these extraordinary educators in my district.
A warm welcome to Senator Mendoza's guests. Congratulations to you all. Moving to consideration of the daily file, Under second reading file, item number 1, Mr. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 908.
Senator Morlock. For what purpose, sir?
A point of personal privilege, Madam President.
Senator, please proceed.
Madam President, my senior policy director, Lance Christensen's wife, just a few hours ago, delivered birth to their daughter, a daughter that has a unique name that you might enjoy, the members of the Jewish caucus might enjoy, but her name is Torah Ray, Torahrae, Torah Ray. So we want to congratulate Lance and Kelsey on the birth of their new daughter, 3:32 a.m., 7 pounds, 4 ounces, 19 inches, 19 3/4 inches long, and mother and daughter are doing well. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, and congratulations to the family, indeed. Any other motions, resolutions? All right, we are on the consideration of the daily file, colleagues. We are at governor's appointments. Senator De Leon, do you wish to take up governor's appointments at this point in time? Senator De Leon. Colleagues, please give attention to Senator De Leon. We are on governor's appointments.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, we have file item number 41. We have Mr. Justin Paddock, the Chief Bureau of Electronic and Appliance Repair, Home Furnishings, and Thermal Insulation. Never heard of this department or unit in my entire life until the Rules Committee for the very first time. He has worked for the department. His focus is on public protection. I don't know, perhaps it's the Maytag man. With that, I respectfully ask for a bipartisan aye vote.
Thank you, Senator De Leon. Senator Leno, under debate or discussion.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Pro Tem is correct. Probably most of us have not heard of this office, though it is of great importance. In fact, when Governor Brown directed his agency to update our fire safety standard from one that he created back in the 1970s to bring into the 21st century, it was the Bureau of Home Furnishings that implemented that new standard so that we could have both fire safety and free ourselves from toxic flame retardants. And I just wanted to put a good word in for Mr. Paddock, who's been very helpful with our office and on any number of issues that touch on environmental safety and the health of our families and communities. So I would urge an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Leno, for elucidating that issue. Is there any other debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Senator De Leon, do you wish to close?
Madam President, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator De Leon. All debate having ceased, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Cannella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Galgiani. Hancock. Hertzberg. Huff. Runner.
Ayes 35, no 0. The appointment is confirmed. File item 42, Senator De Leon.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, we have Mr. Silas Abrego, ED, also a Vice President of Student Affairs at Cal State University Fullerton in Orange County. He has spent his career teaching students, recognize their full potential, and he believes in the power of education to change the course of individuals' life. He passed on a bipartisan vote. Madam President, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Any debate or discussion on this appointment? Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. Hill. I. Wesso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. Morrell. I. Wynn. Nelson. Pan. I. Pavley. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Hertzberg, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Bell, aye. Galgiani. Hancock. Huff. Morlock, aye. Wynn, aye. Nilsson, aye. Pavley, aye. Runner.
Please call the absent members.
Galgiani. Hancock, aye. Huff. Runner.
Ayes 37, no 0. That appointment is confirmed. File item 43, Senator De Leon.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, last file item today before us with regards to governor's appointments, we have Mr. Adam Day, who currently is a member of the Board of Trustees for the CSU system. For those who know him, he is a proud graduate of San Diego State University, a proud Aztec. He is with the Sycuan Band of Kumeyaay Indian Nation, and just recently he was the chair of the civic organization in San Diego to keep the San Diego Chargers in San Diego. So with that, he passed on a bipartisan vote, and I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Any debate or discussion on this appointment? Any debate or discussion? Senator Block.
Just a brief comment about Adam. I've known Adam for about 30 years. His father was president of San Diego State when I first began working there. So Adam knows the ins and outs of the CSU like no one else. I strongly urge his appointment.
Thank you, Senator Block. Any further debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Wesso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Please call the absent members.
Galgiani. Huff. Leva. Aye. Runner.
Ayes 37, no 0. The appointment is confirmed. Moving on to Senate third reading, file item 48. File item 48. Senator Bell, do you wish to take this item up? Senator Bell not at his desk. File item 49. Senator Leva? Yes. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 103 by Senator Leva relative to teen dating and violence prevention.
Senator Leva.
Thank you, Madam President. Good morning, members. I rise today to present Concurrent Resolution 103, which designates February 2016 as Teen Dating Violence Awareness and Prevention Month. This important resolution encourages all Californians to promote healthy teen relationships and raise awareness about teen dating violence in their communities. Teen dating violence, also known as dating abuse, is a serious and growing problem in California. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, nearly 10% of high school students have been hit, slapped, or physically hurt on purpose by a boyfriend or a girlfriend in the past year. Additionally, according to the American Psychological Association, 1 in 3 teens ages 14 to 20 years of age have experienced dating abuse. About the same number say they have committed dating abuse themselves. Clearly, dating abuse is a major problem in communities across California, so I am very pleased that nearly half of all of you, half of the senators here, are co-authoring this resolution. Thank you, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Leyva. Is there any debate or discussion on this item? Any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, is there any objection to substituting a unanimous roll call? Seeing and hearing none, ayes 37, no 0. The resolution is adopted. File item 50, Senator Wynne, do you wish to take up this? Pass on file. File item 51, Senator Nielsen. Pass on file. File item 52, Senator Monning. Pass on file. File item 53, Senator Stone. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 109 by Senator Stone relative to California Pharmacist Outreach Week.
Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President and members. Good morning. I rise to present Senate Concurrent Resolution 109, which will declare February the 12th through February the 21st, 2016 as California Pharmacists Outreach Week. The California Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists has coordinated California Pharmacists Outreach Week as a statewide initiative to directly impact the community at large. 11 schools and colleges of pharmacy across California have joined together to be one voice for the profession. During this period, student pharmacists across the state will reach out and directly serve the community with an emphasis on preventative care through various events. They will be taking blood pressures, giving flu shots. Preventative care tips will be distributed throughout the week for student pharmacists to share with their colleagues in their community. The resolution serves as a great reminder of the role of pharmacists and students aspiring to be pharmacists have in their local communities and how important they are to the health care and well-being of all Californians. Pharmacists are an important healthcare professional partner to care for all of us in the state of California. I respectfully urge an aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Stone. Is there any debate or discussion on this resolution? Any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, is there any objection to substituting a unanimous roll call? Seeing and hearing none, ayes 37, no 0. The resolution is adopted. File item 54, Senator Mendoza. Not at his desk. File item 55, Senator Fuller. Do you wish to take up this item? Pass on file. All right, colleagues, we're going to move to Assembly third reading, commencing with file item 58. Senator Allen, do you wish to take up this item on behalf of Assemblymember Gordon? Senator Allen not at his desk. File item 60. Senator Bates, do you wish to take up this item? Mr. Secretary, please read. File item 60, colleagues.
Assembly Concurrent Resolution 117 by Assemblymember Lackey relative to Ronald Reagan Day.